Hi, and welcome to Northwest Brew Talk. I'm Mike Rizzo.
And I'm Michelle Rizzo.
And this is episode number 22. Each week we promote the Washington brewing industry by talking to those people involved and drinking Washington beer. With over 200 breweries, we try to highlight as many as possible every episode. On today's show, we're going to be recapping the Washington Brewers Festival. We're going to have an interview with Adam Frantz from American Brewing and local music from Stiff Spirit.
If you have any comments or questions, send us an email to nwbrewtalk@gmail.com. We are on Twitter at nwbrewtalk and on Facebook at facebook.com/nwbrewtalk. If you like the show and want to support us, why not become a patron? With a donation, we offer everything from a mention on the show to a copy of our upcoming book, Washington Beer. Head over to nwbrewtalk.podbean.com for more details. To start the show, let's open our first beer.
And this week, we are on Podbean's homepage as one of their featured podcasts. So, we're going to start with 425 Pale Ale from Bellevue Brewing.
Bellevue Brewing is located in Bellevue, obviously, and opened its doors in late December of 2012. They serve food, which is fresh and local. Their kitchen doesn't have a microwave or a deep fryer because they want to change the idea of what pub food can be. They're open 7 days a week, and children are welcome in the tap room until 8 p.m.
Okay, this is a golden color, nice head on it, and it is a very smooth beer.
From their website, they have the description of the 425 Pale Ale. A pale malt, caramel Munich, 60-degree, Cascade, and Palisade hops. Smooth, piney hops followed by subtle notes of citrus, stone fruit, and a dry, crisp finish.
Yes, that is a very nice beer. Very smooth, easily drink several of those. 4.8% ABV. And, yeah, that is nice.
Good. Find a new favorite then.
Maybe. That might be something I have to look for.
Awesome.
All right. And now on to our brew news and views.
Topping this week's news, the 10th annual Washington Brewers Festival wrapped up over the weekend at Merrymore Park in Redmond. We attended Saturday and Sunday, and we have to say it was quite impressive. With over 100 brewers and over 400 beers, the expected attendance was about 20,000 people. Several things struck us as we walked around and watched the crowds. First, it was very busy, but because of the layout, didn't appear to be too crowded. You could definitely walk around, plenty of room. You never felt like you were being...
Yep, not at all.
Yeah, it was great. The only place that you ran into people were some of those long lines waiting for those specific beers. The second thing that struck us was the number of women in attendance.
Yep.
It was Father's Day weekend, but the crowd was at least half women, maybe more. And that's something you might expect at something like a wine event, but this is craft beer. So obviously, women are finding that flavorful beer is worth investing time and money. So if any of these breweries or brewers are listening, you might want to take a serious look at the female as a consumer and what you can do to cater to her. Oftentimes, women do the shopping, and you want your name in their mind when they're going to be buying a 12 or a 6-pack.
All right. Now, the big news from the Washington Brewers Festival was the awards. Held by Specialty Competitions, LLC, the judging took place on Friday, June 19th at Elliott Bay Public House and Brewery in Lake City. 716 beers from 107 Washington breweries competed for the awards. Small Brewery of the Year was given to Puyallup River Brewing, who won 2 silvers, and they won a gold medal for their Pineapple Paradise Saison fruit beer. The winner of Mid-Size Brewery of the Year was Reuben's Brews in Seattle, who won 3 golds and 2 silvers. They won gold for Robust Porter, Irish Stout, and American Black IPA. And Large Brewery of the Year went to Fish Brewing of Olympia. They won 3 golds and 1 silver. They won gold for Premium Lager, Boulder Blend Dunkelweizen, and Organic IPA under the English Ale category. Other medal winners were Chuckanut Brewery from Bellingham, who won 2 bronze, a silver, and gold. Gordon Biersch in Seattle won 2 golds. And you could tell that some of the breweries took home medals based strictly on style, and others took home medals for some different beers. Propolis Brewing in Port Townsend took home gold and silver in the American-style Brett. E9 in Tacoma took home gold and bronze in the sour category. Windman Brewers, also from Tacoma, won gold for Cucumber Brett in the vegetable category. It's good to see some smaller or lesser-known breweries also taking home medals. Triple Horn Brewery from Woodinville took home 2 silvers. Old Rock Brewery from Duval took home bronze in the wood and barrel-aged beers and a silver in Scottish ales. Some other notables were Whitewall Brewing in Marysville with a silver for their Irish Red Ale. Top Run Brewing in Lacey took gold in American-style stout, and Sea Pine Brewing in Seattle took gold in British stout. Strong Arm Brewing in Renton took gold in wood and barrel-aged beers. Last couple ones. Some other winners included Aslan from Bellingham, Holy Mountain, Sound, Silver City, Lewitt, Go, and Old Schoolhouse in Winthrop took home 3 medals. There are many more, so check out our Facebook or visit the Washington Beer Awards for the complete list.
Some other aspects of the event that we thought were done really well. There were plenty of porta potties. I don't think you can ever have too many porta potties. We never had to wait for one. There were events and live music almost nonstop, so that was a nice diversion and break. We observed a handful of breweries that had steady lines throughout the weekend. Granted, we weren't there Friday night when they released some special beers, but Skookum from Arlington, Black Raven from Redmond, Iron Goat from Spokane, Triple Horn from Woodinville, and Fremont from Seattle all had steady lines during the event.
Yes. I'm going to say that I tried only one IPA the whole time I was there. And some of the notables, I tried my first sour. I don't recall who it was from, but it was a cherry sour, and it was very good. Also tried an apricot beer, which was pretty good. And there were a few other ones that were pretty good. So it was definitely an event, their biggest ever, and it was an event worth attending.
Yeah, I don't think you tried any beers that you said were not wanting to ever have them again.
No, definitely. And we got some good interviews, too, so we've got some stuff coming up in the future. Plus, we're also going to be taking a trip to Yakima. We're going to be doing some more interviews and learning a little bit more about hops while we're down there. And that is our brew news and views for this week.
Welcome back to Northwest Brew Talk. If you want to submit news to Northwest Brew Talk, send us an email to nwbrewtalk@gmail.com. Or if you've not yet subscribed to our podcast, why not do it now? It's free, available anywhere you listen to podcasts, including iTunes, Podbean, and Stitcher. If you like us, a review or rating would be really appreciated. But make sure you tell your friends about Northwest Brew Talk.
That's right. We would appreciate that very much. And now, we're going to talk to Adam Frantz from American Brewing Company. He's the new head brewer, and we met up with him at the Brewers Festival. All right, we're with Adam Frantz from American Brewing Company. How's it going today?
Things are going great, man. There's a lot of great beer here. I love the atmosphere. A lot of good energy flowing around. Good stuff. Real interesting stuff out there today.
Yeah, it is a beautiful day too. So
yeah, nice bright blue skies.
Yeah.
Not too hot, not too cold. Love it.
Yeah, it is a nice atmosphere and unbelievable number of people here too.
Yeah, I talked to Eric, who's the executive director of the Washington Beer Commission, who puts this on. He said they're expecting 20,000 this weekend.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. So let's talk a little bit about you.
Cool.
You are the head brewer at American now.
Yeah, the new head brewer at American.
And what were you doing before that?
So I worked for Mac and Jocks. I was a production brewer for them for about 3 years. And that's just sheerly volume. They gave me my start, so I have a lot of respect for them. But we're putting out a lot of beer, and I wanted to take that and put it into kind of use the knowledge base that I had to expand it into something bigger.
So you're coming in, you're taking over for Skip, who had created all these brews at American. So are you going to be tweaking any of those? You're going to be, creating your new stuff? What are you going to be doing?
Yeah, so a little bit of all of the above. I mean, Skip is a great guy. My hope is to kind of continue on his legacy while starting some of my own. So all the mainstays that everybody loved that Skip created are going to stay right in place. I changed a few things that will improve our consistency a little bit better and definitely bump up our output. And then right now, actually pouring here today is my first original recipe where it came out with the Saison, which is going to be a standalone for our summer. Nice, easy drinking, 5% Saison, a little bit lemony esters. Finishes just slightly tart. But that's also going to be the base beer to start our new sour program.
Oh, okay, great.
So I'm going to put that in some Cabernet barrels and with a little bit of Brett, probably be ready for next year.
Nice.
And I have a companion beer that's going to be coming out probably in the fall, which I'll put in some wine barrels with some lacto, and then we can do all sorts of permutations with blending and stuff like that.
Nice. So while working at Mac and Jack's, did you had aspirations to do new things? So when this came along, obviously this was, because there you were just cranking out the beer that they already had.
Yeah, Mac and Jack's is really good at producing one product as good as they can, and I had some other ideas that I wanted to go into. I saw this opportunity come up, and I just went for it and got it. And so, I'm really excited to be able to get in kind of at the ground level with this new brewery and grow it from there.
Yeah. So, had you worked in breweries before Mac and Jack's, or was that your first?
No, Mac and Jack's was my first. I started out slinging kegs with them, worked my way up through the ranks pretty quickly, became their new brewer trainer by the end there, and they gave me my start in the professional side. I was a big home brewer before, but just passion drives me, and so when you have the passion, you just run with it, and you never know where to go.
Right, and obviously you've got your own things. You want to do the sour program. Is there other styles, anything else that you want to do that you haven't done?
Yeah, so I have I'm working on a session beer for football season.
Okay.
I'm also, we got a collaboration that I'm working on with AmericanCraftBeer.com, which will probably be available in the fall. I have some of our oatmeal stout that we put into Jack Daniel's barrels.
Okay.
That'll be ready for November. That's going to be a charity beer for us, and so I'm going to release that hopefully on Veterans Day and donate some proceeds from all the sales to the Fisher House, which is the local Seattle veterans charity.
Nice.
And I hope to have that be a standby for us, and I'm going to make another beer for Memorial Day, and so we'll have 2 charity beers a year,
nice,
both going to either veterans or veterans' families.
Yeah, that's always good for. It's always good for the brewery in that aspect, but you're also getting some different beers out there that people haven't tried before.
Yeah, and it's also about community. I mean, the community is what grows us. It's what we're a part of. It's who we are. I mean, we have a great beer community here in Washington State. I mean, this is a perfect example of that. And being able to give back to it is, for me, is an important part of being able to do business anywhere, whether I'm brewing craft beer or doing something else. And taking my craft and being able to give back to the folks who need it is something that just had to be done for me.
Good. So, I know last fall we had read that the brewery was like pushing towards, they were looking at expanding capacity-wise. Are they still looking at that? Is anything going on with that?
Yeah. So last year, in 2014, they did a big expansion, jumped up from a 15-barrel to a 30-barrel brew house, Premier Stainless, which is a beautiful system, really nice to work on. They also expanded the cellar side, so we have 4 60-barrel fermentation tanks as well as the old ones that we had in there. And so have a little bit of room to grow there. And right now with our sales growing going into summer, it's looking like we'll be able to fill that pretty easily.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. You guys bottle or can?
We do both.
You do both?
Yeah. We bottle can. We 12-ounce cans, not the big boy, the tall boys.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, our cans are selling huge right now. I mean, last month, from last month to this month, our can sales have doubled.
Really?
Yeah, it's been pretty incredible. A little bit tricky to try and coordinate all the things. I mean, we're still a little guy, so there's 3 guys who run the entire brewery operations. But we're staying on top of it as much as we can. So yeah, we have a bottler come once a week, and a canner comes 1 to 2 times a month. And so, yeah, we're really pushing out a lot of product right now.
Oh, crazy. So, what do you see down the road? Anything that you can foresee?
Yeah, so I'm looking at coming out with probably an Imperial Red for fall, as well as that companion beer for the other part of our sour project. I'm looking to expand our barrel program quite substantially. I just got back from Savor the week before last, and we had a really good welcome there in Washington, D.C.
Nice.
And we're just looking to, I'm going to start pumping out some of my original recipes to kind of add on to what Skip has already kind of laid the foundation for, and we'll see where it goes from there.
So did you have these recipes before you came?
Some yes and some no. Okay. I mean, the Saison that we're pouring today is one that I've homebrewed before and ran a test batch of, and I really liked.
Okay.
My wife really liked, which is always important. And then there's stuff that's coming down the road that I'll test batch it until I can get it right where I want it, and then grow it up to the big system.
Nice. All right. Sounds great. Sounds like you've got a lot of work ahead of you and going to be a busy summer.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, everybody has a busy summer, but it's great to be in the business of craft beer here in Washington State with all these folks just eating up everything that's new and being able to support so many great breweries.
Yeah. And to go along with that, last question. Out of 100 breweries here, and almost weekly there's another one opening in the state.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you see an end to this?
It's a really good question, and a lot of my non-brewer friends ask me that a lot.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about Seattle area is that everybody likes their own like hyper-local niche. So everybody has their own pizza place that they go to, and everybody has their own coffee shop that they go to. Everybody has their own local brewery, it seems like these days. And so I think as long as that culture persists in Seattle, we'll be able to support lots of different small breweries. On the flip side of that, it doesn't allow very many breweries to scale up very quickly because, I mean, with something like 45 breweries with a Seattle area code, you're looking at a lot of product for very little market share at that point, and so everybody can keep their local patrons excited, but looking into larger Washington, Oregon, California, and beyond becomes a much bigger challenge for everybody.
Yeah. Well, Adam, thanks a lot for visiting with us today. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
All right. Thanks to Adam from American for joining us today. Now we'll be right back after a local music break from Stiff Spirit out of Seattle.
Stiff Spirit. They were actually picked as #1 2014 Album of the Year from Northwest Music Scene's Readers Poll. You can check them out at stiffspirit.com. If you want to have your music played on Northwest Brew Talk, contact us today. Now, let's try our second beer of the episode.
All right. This is something I'm diverting from style here. This is Ender Vanilla Porter from Doomsday Brewing Company.
Doomsday Brewing was founded in September of 2012 by two longtime friends. They opened in February of 2014 and are open Wednesday through Sunday. They're located in Washougal and are open to all ages.
Okay, this is very dark. You can still see through it, but it is very dark.
This is their Ender Vanilla Porter, 6.5% ABV, 35 IBU. Not your typical porter, they say. Secondary fermented with vanilla beans. This beer is a deep, rich brown with a mocha head and plenty of luscious vanilla notes in the nose. The flavors are sweet chocolates, spices, and smooth cream.
I usually miss some of those things, but it definitely porter.
One of my favorites.
Yes.
Oh, definitely smells good.
Yep, smells like a porter. It has a good porter flavor.
It's good.
I guess I miss the chocolate and vanilla and everything else, but I think I miss that in all of them. And maybe after having the pale ale, it doesn't have that same taste. Maybe if it had been a clean palate.
Yeah, maybe we need to keep some pretzels around.
Oh, yeah. We can choose some pretzels on the show. All right. And that brings us to the end of this episode of Northwest Brew Talk.
Make sure you tune in next week when we chat with Skookum Brewery in Arlington.
This show is produced and edited by me with engineering help from Michelle Rizzo.
If you want to contact us, you can email us at nwbrewtalk@gmail.com or give us a call at 541-595-TALK.
Until next time, I'm Mike Rizzo.
And I'm Michelle Rizzo.
Stay hopping, my friends.